welcome back to another Artifact Corner. Today we will be looking at a beautiful octagonal bottle from the mid-Victorian period. This is Horsford's Acid Phosphate, prepared under the direction of Professor Horsford by the Rumford Chemical Works from Providence, Rhode Island. The bottle is a beautiful teal color and has its full paper label completely intact. We even have the original stopper. Like most Victorian medicine, it lists a number of ailments that this will cure or treat. Before we learn more about this bottle and the things it claims to treat, please let me state for the record, do not try anything like this to treat any ailments. Victorian medicine can be very dangerous. Please consult your physician for any medical advice. Now, let's learn a bit more about acid phosphate, what Victorian doctors thought it could treat, and the Rumford Chemical Works. The following quote is from the East Providence Historical Society. In 1854, J.B. Dugan, Eben Horsford, and George F. Wilson formed a chemical merchandising business in Providence. Dugan dropped out a year later. Wilson, a successful businessman from Uxbridge, Massachusetts, and Horsford, a Harvard chemistry professor who discovered a method of incorporating calcium and phosphates in baking powder, continued on and named the company the George F. Wilson Company. In 1856, the Wilson Company moved to West Seekonk, Mass., now Rumford, Rhode Island, and changed its name to the Rumford Chemical Works. Horsford occupied the Rumford Chair of the Application of Science to Useful Arts at Harvard University, hence the name. At the beginning, there were 3 locations which comprised the works: Riverside on the banks of the Seekonk River in the Rumford area, the Rumford Factory in Rumford Center, and Providence on South Main and South Water Street on the Providence docks. Providence had the printing, warehouse, and shipping departments and main offices. Riverside processed the bones being delivered by ships for the calcium supply, and in Rumford Center was the factory, farmland, and mill houses for the plants. Soon, the Rumford Company owned 600 acres. This part of Seekonk became East Providence, Rhode Island in 1862. The company continued until 1948 and was sold to the Hayden Chemical Company. Then, in 1950, Holman and Company of Terre Haute, Indiana, bought the company and closed it in 1966, moving the manufacturing of Rumford baking powder to Terre Haute. The Essex Chemical Company division continued until 1975. So our bottle states that it treats dyspepsia, wakefulness, nervousness, and urinary difficulties. Acid phosphate is basically just phosphoric acid buffered with mineral salts, and was considered a drink additive. Now, dyspepsia is more commonly known today as indigestion or upper GI tract discomfort, so the medicine in this bottle might act almost like a Tums today. As for the wakefulness and nervousness, I'm not sure how the ingredients would help. I'm also unclear how it would help with urinary difficulties. On the side of the bottle, it says to take this within half an hour after eating and just before retiring for the night. So maybe this was good for indigestion? As for Horsford's brand, well, there is a company still making this, although in a different form. Today, you can buy Horsford's Acid Phosphate, a type of bitters for mixed drinks and cocktails. It's made by the extinct chemical company, which is, let's be honest, just a fantastic name. Our bottle is in beautiful condition, and the label, while it has some mild staining, is still completely legible. There is even some of the contents of the acid phosphate still on the bottom of the bottle, but we won't be mixing any drinks with them anytime soon. It is a fascinating glimpse into Victorian medicine, and we are so lucky to have this beautiful bottle in our collections. Thanks so much for stopping by. Picture of the little kid. That is the stuff of nightmares.